And welcome. My name is Miss Multiconsole and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are continuing with the Hildebrand Questline because this goofy guy right here, it seems he has turned into a zombie of some kind. We don't know how. I think he mentioned something about slaying a dragon, but he's a really funny dude and I'm interested to find out what happens next. So let's continue. The quest today is called Back in the Saddle and I'm actually level 70 on this character now, so I'm actually max level, so I think all the enemies are going to be pretty easy for us to kill now. But never mind. A mild concussion will not sway Inspector Hildebrand from his true calling. Okay, that's good to know. Also, this woman here, Nashu, I remember last time she like chucked bombs at him to like make him remember or something. She is one crazy cat lady. Verily, it could be naught else. Somewhere nearby, dastardly doings are afoot, and only I can thwart them. Oh yeah, he thinks he's some kind of zombie superhero. Copious, whatever that word means, I don't know, I've never seen that word before. Quantities of sand, unbearable heat. Aha! The Sagoli Desert. I'd bet my life on it. Which means Ul'dah is but a short trek away. Yes, it all fits. Only that den of iniquity so violently trigger my keen investigator's sense. Fear not, law-abiding citizens. Inspector Hildebrand shall soon deliver you from evil. What a crazy dude. What is he doing? Why does he think that he needs to save Ul'dah? What's happening in Ul'dah? We'll have to go and find out. Alright, so we got to go now to Ul'dah and question citizens, maybe to see if they have seen the crazy Mr. Zombie Hildebrand. Let's see what happens next. Alright, my fair Orden citizen, have you seen... Oh no, that's not the right person. I think... Where's this person I need to speak to? Ah, over here. I didn't see them. Okay, I got ya. Beg your pardon. You wish to question me as to the whereabouts of that deviant running about town dressed in rags? Do I look like a reporter for the mithril eye? I do not consort with perverts. Oh my god, they think he's a pervert. Well, to be honest with you, I'm not surprised that people think that he's a pervert. He's a pretty crazy person and he's running around like half naked, so... Oh god. What? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander what likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If you do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about that goddamned duelist. My mate's Paz, cousin's kid's best friend, lost his blade the other day to that bastard. Oh my god. That was like kind of like all those people he had to go through, like my mate's cousin, their kid, and blah blah blah, whatever else he said. That was, he must have quite a big family. Well, some of them were friends as well, I suppose. But anyway, last person. Let's speak to this person here. Sorry lass, but if it's information you want, you'd be served best by going to Wymond. The only rumours I've heard are those about the weapon thief, calls himself a duelist, or so I hear, but when you don't allow your opponents to refuse, well, then that makes him a murderer, right? If he's not allowing people to refuse his duels, isn't that basically a murderer? Basically. So anyway, yeah, we gotta go and speak to this dude and maybe we will find some information out about this duelist person. Alright, let's see what this dude says then. I take it you've dealt with that zombie problem, eh? So do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? I have no idea. You better ask Zombie Hildebrand that one. Wymond! Hey, Wymond! He's back from the dead. Oh my god. Thou almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen, and they're walking the streets of Ul'dah. No need for melodrama, my good man. Oh, look at that pose. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. Yeah, I don't think so. It's true. He's not a zombie. I checked. How can you check if someone's a zombie or not? He looked like he rose from the grave to me. Aye, you do seem to be hale and healthy, which begs the question, how in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is that Eorzea's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring this thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling of that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable! I refuse to believe that the ever-inquisitive, ever-ambitious, ever-reliable Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one of dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden, what said her most... This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to her side at... I don't think we got the full story here. Why is it if it isn't the lady from the Sagoli? A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital! It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu, we must away. My god, this guy is up to no good again. I don't know what he's gonna do. Damn it, Hildy, I ain't told you the lass's name yet. Why, what's her name? Oh, I think we did that quest already. Alright, on to the next part. Oh, we got to turn it in apparently. Oh, I don't know. I don't think that's the next quest. Where's the next one? Ah, maybe this one. Yes, okay, I got it. Okay, Wymond believes it would be best if you assisted Inspector Hildebrand with his investigation. You mean it's best that we babysit him, right? Well, miss, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weavers Guild most every day. Good luck with the inspecting, Inspector. So how does this lady relate to the duelist that's, you know, going around murdering people or whatever he's doing? I have no idea how this relates, but I'm sure we will find out. To the Weavers Guild, let's go. So I'm expecting a posh lady, refined, but we will see. My beloved Pureheart was unlike any wand you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? Look at Hildebrand in the background. What is he doing? A priceless possession, callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears her sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear his clarion call and not beg the honour of championing her cause? Oh my god, that's so cheesy. What in the world? That's what I would say. What is that? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation from the deepest pit of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for your pure heart. What he said. Oh my god, it's so cheesy. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us of the theft? Thefts, sir, to be precise. My pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day. After I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Colosseum, I realised it was gone. So the time and location of the theft are unknown, essential details, without which we cannot solve the case. There is but one logical course of action. Miss Moon, to coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk tapestries. Oh my god. This is gonna be really cringy, isn't it? Okay, let's do this. What part do you think we'll get to play in this reenactment? We will have to wait and see. So where are we going? Speak with Hildebrand on the steps of Nald. Where exactly is that? Okay, basically at the beginning of the area. Okay. What if Hildebrand takes on the role of the thief and then enjoys the part? Then he'll become a villain. Let's see what he does. Miss Moon, would you be so kind as to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist, I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. Oh, nothing unusual? Stuff like that happens every day. What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock, not intentionally, on his foot, and he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as a most unusual happening. Exactly, that's not normal. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. Okay, so it's just going to be like a recollection of events. We're not actually reenacting it. That's what I thought he said he was going to do first of all, and I got pretty excited thinking that he's going to do some crazy stuff, but I guess not. Okay, so just down here, we haven't got very far to walk. I think this is like the entrance of the town, so just run down here and see what the yellow moon lady can remember next. Let's see. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. It's obviously going to be something stupid now. I felt like gambling that day and was debating which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse. In shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 60 pounces, and the blow was enough to render him unconscious. Oh my god, 120 pounces? Miss Moon, you are a remarkably strong woman. I know, why didn't she just compete in the Colosseum? Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it is so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. Oh, really? I think that's jumping to conclusions a bit. There sure are a lot of giant crates in order. At the Weavers Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here too. I wonder if this has something to do with Vivi. I remember in Final Fantasy IX, there was these like giant barrels and they had this like symbol on them, and there was like dolls of Vivi inside. That would be so cool if they put like Vivi here, but I doubt it. These crates are everywhere, miss. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open... Ah, of course. I still have plenty of explosives. Here, why don't you try? It'll be fun. Oh yeah, of course. Just, you know, in the middle of town, just get some explosives out and just start blowing up crates. That sounds normal. Okay, let's do it. Let's make explosions. Explosion! Oh my god, there's people in there. Oh, that's a bit weird. Okay. I wonder if they're clones. They all look the same. At the heart of every crime rests a single unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Okay, hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusion. Okay, what do you determine, zombie Hildebrand? A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and man. Resenting her prowess whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the Pure Heart. So he didn't steal it for money, he did it to steal her weapon. Inspector, we found the Pure Heart. These strange men sneaking around town in wooden crates had it. That just sounds so weird. It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her safe from harm, and should she misplace an item from time to time, would collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all of the thefts. All this time you've been stalking me. What nerve? Ah, such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Oh my god, they're obsessed with her. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course. That I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. Yeah, you didn't have her inspect them. She kind of did that on her own, but okay. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapon thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual, you imbecile. Oh my god, who's that? Is that the real thief? Oh my god. Well-informed woman. Hello, lady. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you should have deduced that those buffoons in boxes were incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. They should have like a proper building for the Mithril Eye because, you know, they've actually had a few characters now that have said they're from the Mithril Eye, and I've never seen a place that actually has like the Mithril Eye. Like, there's not actually like a place. You'd expect them to have like a little office or something. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me. Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, very good. The name of the man is... Huh? What? Where in the bloody house do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. Did he literally just run off again? What is wrong with this guy? He literally just jumps the gun and just runs off and just does his own thing, doesn't he? Oh my god. Yay, we get some water for doing this quest. Just what I wanted, and it's filtered too. How fancy. Having no other recourse, Ellie would instead tell you the identity of the victim. Alright. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found at the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. What? This story? What is going on? What? And the plot thickens. This story is rather chaotic. Okay, where am I going? Going here, the Golden Bazaar. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to travel there. Okay. Alright, here he is. Here is Humphrey. What's he doing? Is it just chilling out or what? In the sun? I'm Humphrey, and you are? Looks like a paladin or something. At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir, I am told you are a victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? How amusing. You amuse me. True, I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he fought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honour and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Wow, it was nothing compared to what I faced at Cartanu. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us. Stuck in the middle with Master Lu we were. Core, he was a dab hand with the old magic, he was. I tried to save him, of course, but there's a limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Dun dun dun. Who's that old guy? Tell them... Eorzea, tell them how he lost and surrendered a sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel, I trusted that bastard with my father's blade, bid him to take it to a smithy for restoration, even gave him gil to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, snivelling and begging for forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding whoreson, look at me. My flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress and heartbreak. I swear to everything holy that you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring her back to me. This old man's awesome. Oh, he's awesome. Poor guy. Well, that's embarrassing. What's he gonna say now? All right. He beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the gil to pay the Cherigion or something. I have no idea where he or the sword is. Wow, that sucks. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? No. Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy not your own, then you beg others to help you with problems of your own making. You will refuse this man, won't you, Inspector? And what of Eliza's flowing golden locks? How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? He's just worried about the hair. We shall begin our search for the sword by questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Again? We just did that. Oh god. Okay, it's in a different place, of course. Alright, so we've got to question these people around here if they've seen the man with the sword. Alright, let's see. Hey dude, have you seen a man with a sword? Antique swords? Oh, I haven't the foggiest about that. That travelling merchant, Joe Johnpa, is the one you ought to speak with, assuming he hasn't left. Okay. Johnpa. Is he over here? Nope, of course. We gotta speak to these people first and then speak to him. Eorzea's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. And a little Lalafell. That boy should be ashamed of himself, robbing poor Eorzea of a priceless family heirloom. Just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieves and tricksters, the lot of them. Oh god. It may not be the most honourable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Eorzea a counterfeit blade. If the deception brings him peace in his final days, would it be so wrong? I kind of get where she's coming from, but that does not sit right with me. I want to get the real thing, so yep, let's keep investigating. There's the little Jajompa dude. Little Lalafell, bless him. Okay, let's see what he says. I wonder if he's seen the sword. Hey dude, how are you doing? Looks like a merchant. Is he a merchant? I've noticed that all the Lalafells with moustaches are always merchants. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword. At least not of one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be of dubious origins, I immediately discard in the spring east of Camp Drybone. Although I have no swords for sale at present, I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you describe. Okay. This presents a quandary. Though I am loath to deceive an honourable man like Eorzea, a well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus sparing the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue to search for this genuine article. You know, I don't think his locks are going to come back, okay? Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It's one of the more convenient sources of fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. You should endeavour to become more optimistic, Miss Ellie. Like me, I say we search the spring first, before declaring all to be lost. This is true. Definitely stay optimistic. That's always the way to go. Alright, so we're going to speak to Hildebrand before we go and search the lake, but we will do that in the next episode. So I hope you are enjoying the Hildebrand storyline so far. What did you think of this episode? Do you think we're going to find the sword in the spring? Do you think it will rejuvenate the glowing golden hair? Why did I say glowing? It's not glowing. Well, it might. But the hair of the old man. I wonder if it will. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you next time.
Didn't even get to bronze.